Yeah, they're voting on it.
I don't think he does.
Yes, it's cheap. That's-
All right, call this meeting to order, and if you can please stand and recite this pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for coming. If you could please turn your phones to airplane mode. Who's that?
There's a delay.
Okay. The first part of this meeting is a public hearing. It was a second reading, discussion, consideration, and possible voting on an ordinance to repeal existing chapter 77 with established guidelines and permitting process for community demonstration in town parks and on town-owned property by adopting a new chapter 77 titled Community Demonstrations. We're going to ask our town solicitor if he would like to say a few words.
So, Mayor and Council, sorry for the difficulty in being able to connect today. I wanted to discuss sort of with you sort of the history of this ordinance. This is the first ordinance I've had the opportunity to work with you guys on. It has been an example of how a council works with the community and takes comments on the ordinance and makes theirs and takes the public hearing portion and takes note of what the community has said. The ordinance has been changed since the very first introduction of it. This repeals existing chapter 77 of the town code, which I understand there was some consternation with. As the red line indicates, that instead of it being a community activity, the name has been changed, or the main focus has been on community demonstrations. The disorderly conduct and riotous acts sort of portions have been removed, and there has been sort of changes to the spontaneous demonstration section to make it clear that this only relates to town property and nothing prevents spontaneous demonstration along 26 or other state-owned roads, right? And there's a permit, basically, there's a provision that's been added in the new ordinance that's if you're seeking a permit, you are for reoccurring action, you only need to submit one permit fee, which is good for 4 months. The remainder of the ordinance basically stays the same except for in 77-8. There's nothing that prohibits the wearing of face coverings for medical, religious, or expressive purposes. And the sections relating to disorderly conduct and riotous acts have been deleted. So ultimately as a permit condition. So these changes were occasioned by public comment received at the first 2 times that the town received comment on them. And we made all those changes. And with that, I will turn it back over to you.
Thank you. At this point, I'd like to open it up to the public. If you want to make a comment, please come up to the podium, state your name and address. Now would be the time to do that. Hearing none, seeing none. I don't know if there's any last comments by the town council.
No.
Then I need a motion on this ordinance.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion that we adopt the ordinance with the changes that were made in reference to the repeal existing chapter 77 and to establish guidelines for permitting process for community demonstration on town property owned.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passes 5-0. Thank you. At this point, I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Wait a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
So passes 5-0. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting from November 18, 2025, and the workshop minutes from November 18, 2025.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the regular minutes from the November 18th, 2025 meeting
And the workshop minutes.
and the workshop minutes from November 18th, 2025.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passes 5-0. Thank you. Somebody's phone. Someone didn't put their phone on me.
Sorry.
At this point, we're going to move towards communication and presentations. Before we make the presentation, I'd like to say a few words. Today, we bid farewell to exceptional leader and dedicated public servant, Councilman Cobb. As he embarks on his new journey, we reflect on the tremendous impact he's had on our community. Throughout his years of service, Councilman Cobb has exemplified what it means to put our town first. His unwavering commitment to ensuring that every decision made was in the best interest of our residents has been nothing short of inspiring. Whether tackling important issues or advocating for our neighborhoods, our neighbors, he has always been a steadfast champion for our community. Working alongside Councilman Cobb has truly been a pleasure. His loyalty, integrity, and dedication have not only made our town a better place, but also have fostered a sense of camaraderie for all of us. It's been my pleasure to have gotten to know him personally, and I value him as a great friend. As we say goodbye today, let us carry forward the values he has instilled in us: community, service, and progress. Councilman Cobb, we thank you for your years of tireless work and commitment. We will miss your presence, but we wish you nothing but the best in our future endeavors, in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
I'd like to present this heavy memento. Says, in recognition of and in gratitude for your serious service as District 1 Council Member in the town of Ocean View, 2022, 2025.
Um, Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's been a pleasure and honor, working with the council, the mayor, under your leadership, the council members. What has been truly remarkable, my experience with the town has been the employees, and working with them, knowing the dedication they have to the town and its residents. I've always believed, as a resident of the town, because I could not serve or did not serve in the military with the federal government, there's something I can do to serve. And as small as it may be seen in such a small town, it was very important for me. The friends I've made, the relationships I've had, what I've learned, memories that will stay with me. And I thank you, sir.
Thank you. There are no reports at this point. It's citizens' privilege is open to anyone who may want to make a comment on the pre-post agenda for discussion and consideration. If you choose to speak at the first citizens' privilege, you may not speak on the same topic at the second citizens' privilege. Does anybody have anything they want to say? No? Okay, moving on to new business. We have no other ordinances to introduce. The first item is discussion, consideration, and possible voting on the appointment of John Blanchard to the town council for District One to fill the vacant seat by Stephen Cobb until an election is held in April. Before we take this vote, I'd like to ask John to please step forward and say a little bit about your background.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Blanchard. I live at 12 Johnson's Glade Lane. It's a pleasure to serve this community. I look forward to it if I'm given the opportunity. Credentialism always makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm sure you're asking questions. Who am I? What am I about? I'll be as brief as I can. I am first a father and a husband, and this is relevant to what I'm saying because my interest in serving our community is because I raised a 16-year-old son here. So the values this community reflects. And let me say, it's been a wonderful experience. I retired here on March 1st, 2020. I was a cop in Washington, D.C. For 28 years and 3 years in New Jersey. So it's 31 years I wore a badge. I was a captain. I supervised hundreds of people. I supervised multi-million-dollar budgets and resources and money. If I always feel a little reluctant when you cite your education, but it seems like it's kind of necessary for this position. Graduated from Maryland. I hold an MBA from North Central University. So I'm no stranger to analytical rigor. The highlights of my career, very simply, 9/11, I was the deputy commander for the 2009 Presidential Inaugural Task Force. And if you don't know what that is, it means when you work directly for the Joint Congressional Committee on Inaugural Ceremonies. 2009 inauguration, hands down, was the biggest presidential inauguration in U.S. history in attendance. Wasn't even close. There's nothing comes close to it. That said, I'll ask if you guys have any questions of me. Who am I and what am I about? I'll tell you up front because everybody wonders it. What's your motivation? 16-year-old kid being raised in your town. That's my motivation.
Well, I think you need to explain that you're on the board of
I was on the Board of Adjustments for several years. This gave me some exposure to some governance functions that already happened in town, and also started the seed of the social network. You know, who's who you need to call when, those kinds of things.
Any other questions for John?
Yeah.
If not, then I need a motion to appoint him for the duration of Steve's term until the election is held in April.
I'd like to make a motion.
Until the election's held, not the duration,
Oh,
because his term,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
yeah, sorry, so to make
This term.
the record was
Just
correct,
year,
yeah.
Okay. All right,
so. I'd like to make a motion. We appoint John Blanchard to town council for District One to fill the vacant seat by Stephen Cobb until election in April.
wait a second,
Second,
all in favor?
aye,
So passes 5-0.
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. The next item is discussion, consideration, and possible voting on appointment of Eric Thornton to the Board of Adjustments to fill the term of John Blanchard, May 2020 until May 2027. Anything you want to say on his behalf?
Mr. Thornton resides in District One off of Betts Avenue. He's been here for several years. He has his background is in he has a professional background. I printed his actually interest form in my rush over here. It's sitting on the
Printer.
print. But I think he'll be a good fit.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, comments from town council? No, and I need a motion to appoint Eric Thornton to the Board of Adjustments to fill the term of John Blanchard to May 2027.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion on an appointment of Eric Thornton to the Board of Adjustment to fill the term of John Blanchard, May 2027.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passes 5-0. Now we have the second citizen privilege. Is there anything you want to say about anything? No, okay. There is no executive session. I need a motion to adjourn.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passes